So in the last video, we learned how to find coterminal angles for degree measures, for angles measured in degrees. In this video, we're going to talk about coterminal angles, but talking about them in terms of radian measures. Now, when we talk about degrees, we added or subtracted 360 degrees to find coterminal. If we're in radians, we are going to add or subtract 2 pi, because 2 pi, whether you're adding or subtracting, is 1 full revolution. So for problem number 1, A, B, and C, we're supposed to find 2 additional coterminal angles. So we've got pi over 6, and let's say I want to add 2 pi. Now, I'm going to zoom in on that. 2 pi is over 1. I'm not a big fan of adding or subtracting fractions if they don't have common denominator, so I want to get a common denominator, so multiply by 6. So this is going to turn into pi over 6 plus 12 pi over 6. So 13 pi over 6 is coterminal to pi over 6. I can do the exact same work, so pi over 6 minus 12 pi over 6. Now, I'm already kind of skipping down to this step, and that would give me the exact same thing as 2 pi. So 12 divided by 6 is 2, so 2 pi. But this time I'm going to subtract it. So pi over 6 minus 12 pi over 6 would be negative 11 pi over 6. Okay, so there's 2 examples. Obviously, there's a lot more than that, infinite number, because you can keep adding rotations or subtracting rotations to get coterminal angles. 3 pi over 4, I can do the same thing. So 3 pi over 4 plus 2 pi. Well, that's going to be over 1 times 4 times 4. So 3 pi over 4 is the same thing, or we're going to add 8 pi over 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so that kind of helps me to learn what's going on there. 3 pi over 4 plus 8 pi over 4, 11 pi over 4 is one possibility. And I could take 3 pi over 4 and subtract 8 pi over 4. Remember, that's the same thing as 2 pi, so I'm subtracting a full revolution. So that'd be negative 5 pi over 4. So again, that's just a possibility. Lots of other options. Negative 2 pi over 3. So I'm going to add 2 pi, so over 1 times 3 times 3. So negative 2 pi over 3 plus 6 pi over 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so I'm double checking that I'm doing it right as I go. So let's see what that would be. 4 pi over 3. And if I then do negative 2 pi over 3 minus 6 pi over 3, how about negative 8 pi over 3? Other possibilities, of course, can work, but those are just quick examples to show you how to find them. Problem part 2, which I think the end of it is. It's a big matching section. All right, so for each one of these, I want to figure out what's coterminal. So let's see. If I do pi over 2, and I do pi over 2 plus 4 pi over 2. Now, I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit. In my brain, I know that 4 pi over 2 is really just 2 pi. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that would be 5 pi over 2, but that's not one of my answers. So instead of adding, let's see if I subtract it. So negative 3 pi over 2, so that would be answer A. Let's see, negative 3 pi. So if I just add 2 pi, that would be pi. Oh, there we go, found it. All right. So then, let's see our next one here. Negative pi over 4. So if I add, now because it's over 4, if I do 8 pi over 4, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So how about a 7 pi over 4? Is that one of, ooh, it is one of my options. There's C. 4 pi over 3, let's go ahead, if we add over 3, so 6 pi, how about 10 pi over 3, is that an option? Nope. How about I subtract it then? So that would give me negative 2 pi over 3. There we go. There's part D. So I kind of alternated top and bottom rows here. All right, negative 2 pi. So if I add 2 pi, that would give me 0. If I add another 2 pi, that would get me 2 pi. If I add 2 pi, 4 pi, and there is 6 pi for E. And that's where coterminal angles, you can add as many times or subtract as many times as you need. All right, 3 pi over 2. Let's see what happens if I add 4 pi over 2. Let's see, that would be 7 pi over 2 as, nope, not an option. So let's go ahead and subtract it, which would be negative pi over 2. That is right here, first possibility. All right, 5 pi over 4. Let's see, I've only got 2 answers left. So let's see what happens if I subtract 8 pi over 4. Again, I'm just already doing the mental math in my head to turn 2 pi into a common fraction that I can subtract or add. So let's see, that would be negative 3 pi over 4. So that's answer G, which I hope that means that answer H is then pi over 3. But let's show it so we make sure we're doing it right. If I subtract 6 pi over 3, I would get 7 pi over 3. If I subtract another 6 pi over 3, I would get pi over 3, which is what I was looking for part H here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this video for right now. If you've got any questions or concerns on coterminal angles for either radian measures, add or subtract 2 pi, or degree measures, add or subtract 360, please let me know and I'll help you out.